Peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. This is going to be episode 27, which is titled "Let That Money Work." You know, like if money had to ask, let that ass shake. Let it do what it do. You know, this has been in my spirit for a little while. I dibble and dabble with it in a couple episodes where I talk about being more financially literate, being more financially savvy, being on top of your finances, being more responsible. Today, I want to introduce you to a concept of letting that money work, letting that money work for you. I want us to be able to be sleep and make money. Once you clock out, that's it. You're not making money. So we have to figure out ways to be owners and investors, and it's all about what we prioritize as a people. Like if Michael Jordan dropped today, tomorrow, if Michael Jordan dropped a sneaker every day for a week, I promise you there would be people who bought every single sneaker. We prioritize that. We glorify that, right? But we don't glorify being owners. Number one consumers or top consumers of BMW, Mercedes, all these foreign brands are us African Americans, right? How are we the top in that, but we live in poor neighborhoods? We don't own anything. We don't own any business. And we do. But the majority, if you go, in the Bronx, I've never seen a black-owned bodega. Maybe you have, but I haven't. Most of them have been Spanish-owned or the Habibis. And once you give it to Habibi, that's it. A Habibi is only going to sell it to another Habibi. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to sell it back to another Spanish. So once we let it go from our community, it's not coming back. So how come we don't love and respect each other enough to give it back to another brother or another hermano? But we quick to sell to somebody else. The money, the dollar in the Jewish community goes around 10 to 15 times before it leaves. So it's like they're making money and their economy within each other is growing. And they're investing in one another, but we don't invest in one another. All you see is us hurting one another, you know what I'm saying, doing something negative to one another. We'll collab on a rap song, but we won't go 50-50 and buy a house. And some of us are doing it, but we're so discreet about it. But I understand you're discreet about it because that brings hate and envy, which is another issue. Be happy for your hermano. Be happy for your brother. It's all right to see somebody do well. Maybe that could motivate you to do better, right? A little bit of this credit stuff, right? Only try to use 30% of your credit. Don't try to go over that, And also, have the financial backing to spend what you're spending, to support what you're spending. So, for instance, like I said in one of my other videos, it costs $100. You're trying to get a speaker, it costs $100, right? I want you to physically have $50 that day so that you put 50 on the card and you pay 50 that day. Like, let's not put all these chunks of money, and spend chunks of money on the daily. Then it adds up. Then you pay minimums. Never pay the minimum. Ever. I know I'm deterring back, but that's also another way to have more financial freedom is having more money and less debt. Like, a lot of us are making money, but it's going out just as fast because we're accumulating so much debt. Try to cash out on things. It's all right to save, lay away, figure it out. But I know we want instant gratification. I know we want it right now. But that's not going to help us. It's not conducive to our financial standing. Let's change our priorities as a people. And all it takes is day by day. It's not going to change, in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. As cliche as it sounds. But financially, we have to be better. Let's invest in education. Public school doesn't have to be the end all be all. The amount that you've spent on Jordans and drip your whole life, you could invest that in your child's education, stimulating your child's mind. And that is deterring from the topic, but it all goes hand in hand, or what we prioritize, what we choose to glorify, what we choose to praise. And there are things that only keep us behind. We're not leaving anything behind that's owned. When we die, that's it. Go to OTs and you out of here. That's it. What did you leave behind? What wealth? What did you create? What was your legacy? You were a nice person. What does that do for anybody? What does that do for your kids who maybe haven't graduated college yet? So let's invest in ourselves and our own community, and let's be more financially savvy. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a great read and a simple read to start. You know, and just if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, like, subscribe, comment. Always feel free to reach out to me. I'm always open for a conversation. You could call me, you could text me, you could inbox me, whatever it is. I'm always available to help my fellow brothers and sisters. Peace and love. Take care. And stay safe during these times.